Hi, I'm Rob from Woodward Games. Many years ago, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons. I used to be a dungeon master when I played D&D with my cousins in our garage on top of an old washing machine that had been turned on its side. I was a teenager at the time, we were all teenagers, and we used to play Dungeons and Dragons. I have very fond memories of that time of my life, and I thought, well, I'd like to have a go at playing D&D again, but with my own boys, since they're around the same age I was back then. So, what was my first step? I thought I would get one of these, the box set of manuals for the current edition of Dungeons and Dragons, which comes with a player handbook, the monster manual, and the Dungeon Master's Guide. These are quite heavy and contain a lot of information. Look at all of that. Of course, it came with a Dungeon Master's screen too. So I bought this box set, and when I started flicking through the player's manual, my first reaction was, wow, there are so many new things to learn. Just so many new things to learn. You have more races than the original classes and also more character classes. It's just because I learned with the Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition where things were a lot more simpler. In fact, from memory, it was the Dungeons and Dragons Basic Set 1. And they only had a cleric, a fighter, a magic user, a thief, and these were humans. And then you had the demi-humans they were called from memory, which was a dwarf, an elf, and a halfling. And that was it. There was no mixing of dwarf clerics and halfling magic users, or it was just one or the other. It was quite simple. Now, in D&D, which is in its 5th edition, you currently have 9 races and 12 classes, and you can make a combination of these. But not only that, I also noticed the rules seem to have changed quite a lot, with so many things to learn. My initial thought was, where do I start? Then I learned that an Essentials Kit was about to be launched worldwide. And this kit would help new players learn the ropes of D&D or Dungeons and Dragons. Well, I hope that's what this box set does. So what I did is I pre-ordered it. And here it is. It's still wrapped up, so I'm not actually sure what exactly is inside here. This was only released here in New Zealand this week, the 20-something of September. So I had to wait quite a while to have my hands on this box. Whereas the guys in the United States, they had it like a couple of months ago. But I just had to patiently wait. And now it is here. So what I'm going to do now is do an unboxing of this Essentials Kit and see what is inside, to see if this is going to help me relearn all of the new rules and everything about the world's greatest role-playing game. Okay, so this is the Essentials Kit. Let's open it up. What do we got here? Ooh, look at this. First thing you see are some dice. There's quite a good collection of dice here. I'm going to have to open this up. And let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, so we've got some 6-sided dice. How many of those we got? We've got 4 of those. 12-sided dice. Ooh, we got 2 of the 20-sided dice. Excellent. That's going to be good. 8-sided. 4-sided dice. And we have the 10-sided dice with the percentile ones. Cool. These are like a translucent red color. Quite nice. very nice. This. So it comes with a set of dice, so that's quite handy. Let's just chuck this over here for now. And we have, this is the order, I haven't seen this yet. Comes with the adventure. The Dragon of Icespire Peak, the adventure. Because this is a campaign based for levels from 1 to 6 from memory. If you want to have a look at the content, running the adventure. You've got Axholm, Butterskull Ranch, and Circle of Thunder, and lots of different cool places here. Must be all parts of the campaign. What else we got in here? Running the adventure. This book is written for the Dungeon Master. Oh, so don't look at this if you're a player. The role of the Dungeon Master. So this gives DM tips. So this gives tips about how a Dungeon Master can run the game. You've got the poster map cards. I haven't seen that yet. DM screen in here. Got lots of different parts in here. It's quite nice. Quality of the oh look, there's a map too. Cool. The quality of this is very nice paper. Oh, and we've got some creatures at the back. Young white dragon. Uh-oh, that's going to cause problems. Were-rats, will-o-wisps, orcs, of course, with all of their things. Giant spiders. And what else we got in here? Ending the adventure. You got little maps for, you got little maps and things of the different parts. So this is the adventure, this is the campaign of the Dragon of Icespire Peak, the adventure. So that's what comes with it. We have, what's this? Essentials, it looks like it's a little box that you make up. Okay. For these here, these are probably cards. Let's have a look. We have some initiative cards. These, oh, there it is, initiative, yeah. These are just so you know who plays what when combat and who goes first and everything like that. So it's got the pre-cut lines here. You can just fold them, I'm sure, and you can just separate them. And you pass them to the players. Cool. Ooh, look at this. This here. We have restrained, prone, poisoned, magic charm, unconscious, stunned, combat. Okay, so these tell you what happens when a player is poisoned or prone or restrained or stunned, unconscious, everything like that. And oh, this is going to be handy for people like me trying to remember how to play this again. Combat, step by step. Number 1, determine surprise. 2, establish positions. 3, roll initiative. 4, take turns. And 5, begin the next round. So this is going to be handy, especially for me, because I cannot remember. I played this so many years ago. So it's going to be quite useful, all of this. So that comes in the pack. What else we got here? Ooh, okay, so we've got some more. We've got some... this is like in the combat when a player is deafened or charmed or blinded and incapacitated, and the dungeon master can just pass these to the player. So it's like, you are now deaf. So they just pass the card instead of trying to remember, what actually happens. A deafened creature can't hear and automatically fails any ability check that requires hearing. So the DM just passes this whenever this situation happens in the game. Those are quite cool. They've got little pictures on there too, explaining each one. So that's going to be quite handy when you're learning how to play. So you just pass the card, okay, I'm deafened. What? I said I'm deafened. Okay, and here, ooh, okay, look at this. Here we have some pictures of some people. These are NPC players, non-player characters. We've got Donna Bella Fiasco, Galandro Luna, and it's all about their personality, ideals, bonds, flaws. They're a human expert, a human spellcaster, a moon elf. Okay, so these are to accompany the players, I think, for the campaigns, because this is for it says 2 to 6 players. So you got the dungeon master and one person. If it's one person playing the game, might be a bit hard taking on all of the beasts and things like that. So having these, they're probably like sidekicks or something like that, will help them finish the journey. What else? What's this? Lots of text and, ooh, okay, we've got magic item cards. We've got the potion of healing, potion of invulnerability, potion of everything else, lots of different potions here, and explains how it works. So this is going to be very useful. So the dungeon master, what he does is just takes one of these and passes it to the player saying, okay, you now have a potion of healing and this is how it works. So you don't need to go flicking through the books or anything like that. You just pass the card, and once they've used the card, they pass it back. So you know exactly what they've got and how it works. So this is quite a cool thing. Unfortunately, it just has the text here, magic item. It doesn't have a picture of it, but you have to use your imagination. Oh, okay, we've got some more magic items here. Mystery keys and other things here. Potion of healing. Oh, we've got lots of potions of healings here. You sort of need them in these types of campaigns. Nice. More magic items. Wow, I've got lots of magic items. Magic items here. Dragon Slayer, Dread Helm. These are like the more serious big ones, I think. These are nice. Unfortunately, just got that on the back, but this will still be very, very, very helpful. More magic items. What else we got here? You're going to check out, we've got some battle axes and +1 longbows and +1 mace and everything like that. Cloak of many fashions. Cool. These would be quite handy. And what's this here? It says something quests. Got some quests on here. Oh, okay. There it is. It says quests. So these are the quest cards. So within this campaign, there must be some quests that the characters have to complete in order to, I don't know, to win, to finish the game or whatever, different things. So that's going to be cool. So you just hand those to the players, because sometimes players forget what they originally have to do because they've just been killing lots of creatures or getting lost or whatever, and then it's like, what are we here supposed to be doing? That's right, we're supposed to do some dwarven excavation quest. Okay. And, ooh, look at that. We have a map of Sword Coast. So we've got Neverwinter Wood, the Star Metal. Oops. Let's have a look at this. A little bit hard to see on this camera, but anyway. So on one side you've got the Sword Coast, and we're down here where all of this is an Ice Spire Peak. There's something big probably is going to happen there. Got a town called, what was it, Phandalin or something like that. Other little towns and everywhere. That's quite cool. Ooh, and on the other side, we have a map of the town of Phandalin. Oh, you got like a, was it Lion Shield Costa? What's that? No idea. Shrine of Luck. Got a Miners Trail down here. The Phandalin Miners Exchange. Home, a Townmaster's Hall, an inn, provisions, a trail. This is going to be quite handy. Instead of you having to use your imagination, you just say, oh, I'm just going to go down the road to the Wester's home or whatever that is. Okay, that's quite cool. It's always good having maps. This is the essential part. The Essentials Kit Rulebook. Now this is what I currently need to try and remember or try and relearn all of these rules. Let's have a look, see. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Creating a character, playing the game. We've got equipment and spells and how spells work, and there it is. You've got sidekicks and appendix with conditions. Okay, cool. Let's quickly flick through this. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, a game overview, how to play it, game dice, the core rule, other rules to remember. What else? Creating a character. Ooh, cool. All of the bits and pieces that you need. Some of this is starting to look familiar to me. Humans, bards, there weren't any bards when I was playing. Fighter, yes, I remember the fighters. Rogues, they used to be called thieves, but now it's a subclass, I think. So you've got all types of special items and everything like that. Quite cool at the back. What do we got? Sidekicks. Okay. So we've got a spellcaster, warrior, and an expert. So those refer back to those cards that I mentioned before, those NPC players. We've got all types of spells and what they do and everything like that. So this is just like the basic rules, which is combat, how combat works. So this is going to be quite cool because it's a much more condensed version of, I don't know how many, 64 pages? Yeah, 64 pages, instead of having to read that really thick player's manual. And this is what I need, and new players need to use to help them learn the rules. So that's quite cool. What else we got here? Some artwork. Okay. This is Dungeons and Dragons. This must be the DM screen. This DM screen is what they use to hide all of the Dungeon Master's secrets so the players don't know that they're about to get killed or eaten or something like that. This artwork is very, very nice. I mean, the cardboards, yeah, it's okay, it'll still do. And on the other side, this is what you need. All about the actions in combat, all the different things you can do. You've got the conditions. We have all of these different damages and skills and food and drink and lodgings, and over here, pace and traveling and size of monsters and things. So this is going to be quite good. You put that on the table like this and hide all of your secrets so the players don't know what's going to happen. And that's quite useful, and the players get this cool picture on the other side. So that's quite a good bonus. That's quite nice. What else we got? Oh, look at this. Okay, we have some character sheets. Let's see if I can get this out. So we have some character sheets. Put the name and all. Oh, this side's cool. This is the side I like. Filling in all of the details about strength, the dexterity, constitution, intelligence, all of these wonderful things. Oh, it's almost too good to use, but I will anyway. These character sheets are quite good. And the other side of it, just oops, here we go. Got the name, the appearance, everything like that you need. So we've got like 3. Let's see how many of these we've got. Oh, trying to get this out. There we go. And, I've got something else there. So we've got 6 of those in total. That's quite cool. Because it's for 2 to 6 players, and so you got 1 each, or if you've got a couple of players, you can reuse them. You can get photocopy of these, I'm sure. But that's quite cool. And we have, if you want to continue, Welcome Adventure. Your journey to the fantasy worlds of Dungeons and Dragons starts here. Got the starter set, which I don't have, but we've got this one here, the Essentials Kit. And develop, so you learn how to play with these 2 here. Oops, there it is. Learn to play with these 2 here. And then you've got the Player's Handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, and the Monster Manuals here to take it to the next level. And then you've got all these other additional things that you may find interesting. Okay, and on the back, I'm not going to show you, but there is a code where you can get a discount of, let me have a look. There's a discount of 50% off online at D&D and Beyond and different things. So that's quite cool. That's all there is in this box. So this is quite good. I think I'm yet to actually go through the entire book and see how it all works. But I will be experimenting with this with my kids to see how it goes. And this is what is inside the D&D Essentials Kit. I hope you found this useful, interesting. Let me know if you've had experience with this thing, what you think of it compared to everything else. Just remember, I am new to the 5th edition. I learned many, many years ago, like looking about 30 years ago. And so I'm going to be relearning all of the rules along with everyone else, basically. But this is good. It uses your imagination. It gets kids and young adults, their imagination flowing and moving and everything like that. So this is going to be a good thing. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. Have an awesome day.